Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another Litter Media Live on Facebook. Yes, back on Facebook, as we've been telling you here over the last week or so. Mike Smith, along with Aaron Glandon. Dan Ramey is off this week. What day was it that you guys, I think I was out that day when you went back to Facebook. Was that a week ago Monday?
I think it was a Tuesday.
Well,
I think it was a week ago
I
Tuesday.
should have been here that day, yeah.
Because he figured it out on Monday when I wasn't here.
Gotcha. But we've been getting a lot of hits, a lot of people saying, hey, yeah, great. So glad that we could bring it back to you after being off of Facebook Live for, 2 months or 3?
Yeah, we were in YouTube purgatory.
Yes, and we're thankful that YouTube was able to keep us going live, but when we figured out what the glitch was, we're back. And
Yes.
People seem to, with the numbers that I see people watching, it seems to be appreciated. And we appreciate you for appreciating us.
Yes.
As Frank Burns,
It's appreciation all the way around.
as Frank Burns once said in MASH, it's nice to be nice to the nice. Weather. Yeah, this has been a head scratcher all week. We've been talking about a chance of rain each day. Well, they're kind of seesawing back and forth on that. As you see our weather map on Thursday, you don't see any mention of rain there, do you?
Nope.
But some clouds. But we know how that goes in Ohio. There's always possibility of an afternoon pop-up shower or whatever. But we look like we might get a little bit of a break from the rain today and tomorrow with maybe even, knock on wood, Saturday. But it looks like Sunday, showers will be back in the pictures. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for this next 3 days. A lot going on in our community, not just Ross County, but Pickaway, Pike, Fayette County, Jackson County. A lot to tell you about. That's all ahead here on Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, they are the people to go to get those big dumpsters that you need to clean up around your property. They're, of course, best known for the orange dumpsters. Give them a call, 253-8389 for a free estimate. Whether it's Ross or surrounding counties, Scioto Valley Dumpsters can help out. And on big projects, talk with Carl about it, they might even help load some of that dumpster. Give them a call, Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Make sure you bookmark littermedia.com on your laptop, your desktop computer, your smartphone, so that you can go there each day and find beneficial news that you can use. At the top of the headlines today, we're talking about a Touch a Truck and Hands-on Fun Day, July the 10th, which is today.
Yes.
That's going on from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. up in Circleville. That's 1170 North Court Street It's the firehouse there. Bring the family for a free evening of fun in Circleville at the firehouse. They'll have emergency vehicles, STEM activities for the kids, inflatables, face painting, food trucks, and live entertainment by Boyce Entertainment up at the Circleville Fire Department this evening, 5:30 to 7:30.
Now, here's the weird one. Rides open tomorrow for the upcoming Jackson County Fair, but the fair doesn't officially open until next Monday. Mm-hmm. But if you want to get out there and ride some rides early, those open tomorrow.
You know, I see most county fairs will do this the day before the opening, but I've never seen a county fair open it up that many days ahead for just, the ride. So Jackson County trying something a little bit different there. There's a critical need for blood donations this summer, according to the American Red Cross, and obviously your donation makes a huge difference. Schedule an appointment now at any Red Cross office. A lot of times that's done at local blood drives. You can go to the American Red Cross blood donation website. If you type in your your zip code, it'll tell you where there's a blood drive near you on whatever date and time. So check that out. We need more people to give blood. I know Dan's always been big on that for years. The double reds, I think they call them.
Yep.
But however you can help out, who knows, it may be your family, a life that is being saved.
Yeah. The Pioneer Center will have a family play date on July 24th at 5 p.m. at the Pioneer School. Open to all families of all ages, and snacks will be provided. This event runs through 6 p.m. on July 24th.
Community Action Committee of Pike County announces their annual fundraiser, which is called A Taste of Pike County. Now, this is a few months down the road. We want to give you an advance heads up so you can put it in on your calendar. This is for Saturday, October the 25th at the Pike County Senior Center. This year's theme is Putting on the Ritz, a 1920s inspired evening of food, fun, and philanthropy. The event kicks off at 6 p.m., inviting attendees to dress in vintage glamour, like the Roaring 20s, and rally in support of critical services for local older adults. You've ever seen somebody do the Charleston?
Yeah.
So you're familiar with that.
I'm familiar.
Maybe you could dress up, you and she'll be a bride by that time.
Yes.
Maybe you can get in your 20s regalia and go down there and show them the Charleston.
Well, this is my 20s regalia.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the 20s right now.
Huh? You lost me on that.
It's the 20s. We're living in the 20s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The 2020s?
Oh, that's true. Well, I guess for you younger pups, the 1920s. A bridge replacement project, we want to hang on this for a couple of days. We talked about this on the radio yesterday. We did not on this program. But a bridge replacement project on County Road 222 here in Ross County. That's between Blacksmith Hill Road and Concord Church Road. Now, all lanes will be maintained, but this project, from time to time, you're going to see a delay or two. It goes through the fall of next year, 2026. So for those of you folks out in that Blacksmith Hill Road area, just be patient. Sports coming up, some big news for a local talent on the auto racing circuit, and some great news for area golfers. We'll talk more about this tomorrow, but we'll tell you about it now so you can get your appointments made. That's all coming up on Litter Media Live. Accurate heating, cooling, and plumbing. Yes, my generator works again. The technician came out yesterday, put the new battery in, and lickety-split, they were doing a test run on it. Yes, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, as we were telling you yesterday. They also represent Generac generators. They'll install that for you, and they'll do the maintenance that you need down the road. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Going on right now is Hometown Motors Incorporated's summer sales event while supplies last. They have new riding tractors starting at $1699.99, new zero-turn mowers starting at $3399.99, new walk-behinds starting at $399.99, chainsaws starting at $279.99, new blowers starting at $199.99, new trimmers starting at $229.99. So hurry in to get the best selection, because with prices like this, they're not going to last much longer. Hometown Motors, your store for the outdoors at 818 Eastern Avenue.
I don't know how else to do the blower, so I just do it that way.
Yeah, that's perfect. It works out.
Sports. Congratulations to Frankfort's and Austin Hill, almost said his dad's name, Andy, getting the call to race at Sonoma Raceway this Saturday in the Xfinity Series with Joey Gase Racing. This is a big deal, folks. Austin will be driving, but not to confuse him with the established race driver Austin Hill, who drives number 21. Frankfort's Austin Hill drives number 35. You might remember a year and a half, 2 years ago, we had Austin in for an interview when he was just first getting started and kind of taking off on the scene. Well, now he's on the big time circuit. A lot of people have been anxiously awaiting this day, and you'll be able to watch this even if you don't go to Sonoma. You can watch it on the CW53 this Saturday afternoon at 4:30, and we wish Austin all the best of luck. Huntington Huntsmen Football was in studio with us yesterday. That's Dalton Nichols, Frankie Hirsch, and assistant coach Alex Groh, talking about their youth football camp. That's K through 6, which will be July 18th and 19th.
Yeah, it's actually open to all schools. It's not just Huntington. We'd love to get as many schools out as we can. That's K through 6. That'll be it's going to be Friday, July 18th, and Saturday the 19th as well. On Friday, that'll be from 5 to 7. We're going to actually have a super special guest. 2014 National Championship Ohio State quarterback Cardale Jones is going to be down Friday for that camp. He'll be around for the camp. He'll speak. He'll be there all day Friday. So then Saturday, we're also going to have a special guest that we're going to kind of keep a little secret for now, but we're going to have another guest come in on Saturday as well for that. And then the way you can get signed up for that would be July 11th through the 14th out at the Merle Shoemaker Athletic Complex out at Huntington Football Field. We're going to do sign-ups for that. Those 3 days, and then also for 2 hours from 3 to 5 before the camp on Friday, we're going to do some signups as well.
And as they mentioned, of course, the big draw, 2014 national champ, third-string quarterback that became the star. I mean, how do you not make a movie out of that someday? Cardale Jones will be on hand for that event.
Talking high school football some more, the Piketon High School football team will be having a community service day on Tuesday, July 15th from 5 to 8 p.m. If you need or know of someone who may need a yard mowed, landscaped, heavy lifting, or anything like that, you can just let them know. And the coach's Twitter handle is right here. Well, X handle, I guess. So reach out to him right there and get something set up.
This is something that Tyler has done for years with the football program. They're very community-minded, and Tyler's teaching them right, not just the X's and O's to football, but about helping your fellow man as well.
And the Zane Trace High School gym
looky there,
getting some upgrades. As you can see here, these pictures kind of speak for themselves. Even some work in the lobby here with the that's the concession stand. Some what do you call that thing that comes down?
Roll doors maybe or something like that.
But they're decorated now.
And
it looks real good.
It's a little bit harder to see, but we pointed out here, you'll see it. It's the mats on the end of the court.
Yeah.
Those are new. There were some other photos. You can go to Zane Trace on Facebook and see a lot of these. They also have new flooring in some of their locker rooms for the volleyball team, the basketball team, and so forth. So, and also, if you're looking at the gym there on the left, you see the edge of the bleachers. Well, if you've never been up on that end of the gym, behind those bleachers, there's a huge area where they have a weight room.
Yep.
And they've had some upgrades to their weight room, too. So some neat stuff happening out there for the students at Zane Trace School. Chillicothe paints have been off the last few days because of the All-Star break. As we told you yesterday, we found out that the All-Star game in Springfield was rained out. So the paints get back to play tonight at home with a doubleheader against the Mill Rats of Johnstown. And hopefully this time tomorrow we'll be telling you how those games came out.
Yeah.
The Redlegs, they finally got a W over the Marlins. Now they try to go for a 4-game split with a win today, but the Reds winning big yesterday last night by a score of 7-2. And look at those Guardians. After losing 10 in a row, now they've won 3 in a row as they sweep the Houston Astros 4-2, and that was just no The Astros are in first place in the American League West.
Yeah.
So that was not no easy feat, sweeping the Stros down at Minute Maid Park. And that is a look at sports.
Coming up, we're going to tell you about this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, as well as this date in history, which takes us back to
1893. We've been in the 1800s a lot this week.
Yeah. But first, before all that, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Custom tank colors and wraps. Find out how a propane tank can be beautiful at litterpropane.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
And now it's time to announce this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, and it's Mo. As you can see here, Mo belongs to Tatenbrook Myers. He came from a local farm in Frankfort. He's 3-legged and enjoys watching birds from his cat tree, taking long naps, and playing with his fishing pole toy. And he's also a very vocal cat. If you've ever met him, he will meow his head off at you.
Uh-huh.
Every March 3rd, they celebrate Tripod Day.
Uh-huh.
Because he's 3-legged.
How about
and
that?
March is 3-3.
Huh.
So congratulations, Mo, for being our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. If you have a pet you'd like to nominate, email us at littermedia@gmail.com. Include a photo of your pet and a short bio with some fun facts, and then your pet will be eligible for our Pet of the Year award.
Before we get into this date in history, there was one other sports note that I forgot to mention. I said at the outset we'd talk more about it tomorrow with pictures. But tomorrow, JC's Golf Course reopens after the introduction of their new turf, Bermuda grass. So just telling you a day ahead of time, so if you didn't know that, you can get out there, guys and gals, and start golfing the regular course again. But we'll talk a little bit more detail about that tomorrow on the sports. This date in history, we have been in the 1800s the last few days. We'll go into the 20th century tomorrow. But this is a fascinating story from 1893. Trailblazing physician Daniel Hale Williams successfully performs one of the world's first open heart surgeries. And Aaron's artwork.
It's a heart and some tools for surgery.
I knew that was scissors. That looks like some kind of a pliers. Looks like you got a mixture of dental tools.
Well, I looked up surgery tools, and these were the things that showed up.
I see some dental tool. I don't know if Daniel Hale Williams used any dental tools on this open heart surgery, but one of the first open heart surgeries at Providence Hospital in Chicago. Now, I didn't know they were even doing our open heart surgeries in the late 1800s. That's biggie number one. But something that's fascinating about this doctor, he was not only a pioneer of the procedure, but he was one of just 3 African-American physicians practicing in Chicago at the time when many, and in fact most white-run hospitals, not only refused to treat black patients, but many would not hire a black physician. So history made on this date in Chicago with one of the first open heart surgeries on record from African-American physician Daniel Hale Williams. And we honor his memory today for that trailblazing open heart surgery back in 1893. Another story that we'll be telling you about tomorrow are the Ohio connections as far as what you'll be seeing when the new Superman movie is released in theaters tomorrow.
Right. Because it was shot in Cleveland, wasn't it?
A lot of the scenes in this movie are Cleveland landmarks, and we'll talk also more about that for you tomorrow on our daily program at 11 o'clock. We are scheduled, our buddy Dan Ramey scheduled this, and I believe it's Rachel Shepard. So, Rachel, if you're watching, don't forget to show up tomorrow morning, a little before 10 o'clock. Talking about the Beers Run Mud Fest. Now, to my knowledge, I don't think I know Rachel, but we'll introduce ourselves to her and to you tomorrow morning with a special edition interview on Litter Media Live at about 10 o'clock. Until that time, for Aaron Glandon and for Dan Ramey, who's off this week, this is Mike Smith saying have a great day from all of us at Litter Media Live.